All right, we can look at several apps that deal with form right here from this screen. And one I have for you is very simple, that to save that, you may be able to save it or you may have to make a screenshot. And that's Handy. And Handy deals with making things look three-dimensional by the way that value is and its shading. But it's different than that because you can move it in space. So you can play a little bit with form that way. So let's click on hands, and we're loading all the different hands that are here. So if whatever hand I choose, I can take and move around real time in space and take it from whatever angle I want. So that really shows how form would be used in an image. Be a great thing to try to draw a hand from. Nice and realistic. I can move it, I can tilt it, I can make it be any kind of picture that I want. Right now that looks a little bit like a claw. So once I get it the way that I want to do it, so if you wanted to have claws on your female figure and you don't have a hand there for it, there's what Handy was made for. So if I look around with it, I do have a light bulb, so I can add more light, make it lighter or brighter. I can change the color of that light. I can change the angle of the light, etc. And notice that once I get done with that, I also, besides rotating the lights, I can take a picture and save it. So I'm going to push the little save button on the side. And maybe the saving is only for the light, it looks like. So I'm going to cancel it because I don't want to save the light. I want to save the hand. Go back, and now will it allow me to save. Name, save, pose, new pose name, my hand. So it doesn't look like you can save it that way. Okay, we'll call it P for pose. All right, so we're not really sure whether it has saved that way. Here's a camera. So right here, it's going to take a screenshot without me looking to do the screenshot button. So that's what I'll do. I'll take a screenshot, which will put it into my library, and I have a screenshot there. And it's putting it into my photos, and then I'm done with that little app. Another one that is really similar that lets you play with form is Art Pose, which is right there next to it on this. This is Art Pose Male Edition, and this is very interesting because besides playing with the shape, as you move him you can see the shadows change pretty dramatically. So it would be another fun one to do, and then again you can have that there to play in other apps or to take a screenshot from. So here our man is, and you see you can make his body bigger, smaller, more muscly. You can change so that he's a skeleton and see the muscular system underneath. You can, believe it or not, besides tilting him this way, you can move the space beneath him, and that's the grid. So you put him back into space, bring him forward into space. You can change, let's see, there's five different ways. If you play with it enough, you can actually get him to move his legs and things forward and back. So besides turning him, I believe it's this button that I've added dots. So you see I'm moving his hand up there. I'm looking at him from underneath, moving his foot back and forth pretty weirdly. So get him wherever you might want to use him for something else, and click your save button. And And you can save each one of those things or save them all, which I'm going to touch 5 to save and bring back my camera, touch my camera, and if that didn't do it, then I can always take a screenshot while I'm here just to make sure I've got him saved. So I'm going to push the 2 buttons together and hopefully have a screenshot image. And you can see that it flashed, so it worked. And that's the second one with form. The third one with form right here to play with right quick. Everybody loves. You can spend hours and play it like a game, and that's the Pottery app. So it lets you make your own pot, fire it. So most of my students definitely will tell you how much fun this is just to play with. So it might be one that you want on your phone just for fun. So we'll create Pottery. And you see as I move my finger across here, I am Bacchus the Blasphemer. I don't know who signed on to this iPad last, but let's do tools, box, let's create. It's got tines, shots, so and there's my pot. It's not letting me throw it right now, but that's what I want you to be able to do. There's all the different things you can do. And you can always take a screenshot besides save and save money. So I tried this and went out for form for fun and put that within your images.